Welcome to another episode of the Magic Kings podcast with the great big beautiful dads. It's Steve from Just Add Magic Travel, a travel agent who can help you create the perfect vacation for you and your family at no cost to you for the exact same that you'd pay if you booked it yourself. I don't think I've ever said that on this podcast. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. But I'm here tonight with the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Magic Mike. How are we doing?
Doing great. The Beverly boys are back. The Skyliner Squad, the Living with the Land lads, the efficient Chippionados.
We're gonna come up with another one tonight.
We're gonna come. We just got to keep adding.
Oh man, did you have a nice Thanksgiving, Mike?
I had a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was great. And I don't know about you, Steve, but in our house, the leftovers are still warm in the fridge when the Christmas tree is coming out of the box. So
yeah, we put up the tree on Saturday, so we gave it a little time. I mean, it's probably a little late, by some people's standards, but we threw that sucker up, and we do have a good number of Disney ornaments, but I'm like, we need some more. It's not one that I go for every time I go to Disney, like an ornament, and I should. So that was a big takeaway this year, that there's not enough Disney on the tree. How about you?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot?
We have a couple. That's a great call out. You can also, I don't know if you've seen these, Steve. You can get like the handwritten ornaments with your name and the year and everything written on them as well. I believe it's in the Christmas shop in Liberty Square, or it might be on Main Street. I forget which store has those, but you can get custom ornaments at Disney World.
That's right. Yeah, shout out to Ye Old Christmas Shop.
Yes.
So I need to up my game there, but we're here tonight because we're in the holiday spirit, as you alluded to, Mike, and we are here to talk about the holiday season at Walt Disney World, which we are very much already in and have been for about a month. I mean, I don't know if you've seen stuff going up at Disney, Mike. I know you're not a big social media guy. I don't know if your buddy Fish and Chips fan has been telling you anything about it, but you see a lot, right after Halloween ends, they get those pumpkins down and they slap those, wreaths up pretty quick. So,
yep. I don't know if you saw there was like a time-lapse video of them assembling the Christmas tree on Main Street. It's pretty incredible. They do it in one night. They assembled this 30-foot Christmas tree in Magic Kingdom.
I actually did see that time-lapse video of and they show the last guest leaving the park, and then it's the whole work starts, and it's kind of crazy. But you walk into that park the next day, and they do some things in phases. Like, I think the tree goes up after the wreaths and stuff, but by November 4th, it's all done. So we're in the thick of the holiday season here. And we just wanted to go down just to have a little fun. We're not going to hit every single little thing, that's different about the holidays at Disney World. But we want to talk about a few things. Now, Mike, have you ever been to Disney World in any part of the holiday season?
So when I was younger, we did a New Year trip. And when we were Florida residents and had our annual passes, we did some weekend trips during the holiday decorations. It wasn't exactly a Christmas trip or a New Year's trip, but I did get to experience the decorations and the overlays and things like that were a part of this time of year. That was about 2 years ago. So it was cool because you got to kind of see the different themes, right? We went during the Halloween theme, and then we also went during the holiday theme when they have all the Christmas wreaths and garlands and tree up and everything like that. It's really cool to see how they, you can kind of pick out and spot little things when you're going that close back to back, and you see different decorations up at the parks. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, I went once for around Veterans Day weekend, and things were fully decorated then, and but I haven't done the full-on holiday experience. I have some of my clients as a travel agent who are actually going down right around Christmas, and so they're going to get the full-on. I don't think they're going to be doing a party, but they're going to get the full-on experience. So I'm excited to hear all about it from them. But it's a magical time at Disney World. I mean, one of the things that I think most people know, but many may not, is that it is by far the most crowded time at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
It's the week of Christmas and after, sort of the week between Christmas and New Year's. Also the week before Christmas are two of the busiest weeks at Disney World. And so it's a lot of crowds. And if you are there for the ambiance and for everything like that, and you're not trying to get on every single ride, that's more the vibe, I think, at that time of year. But it is such a magical time to go to Disney World. So
yep, definitely.
Do you want to start with anywhere, Mike, with some of the things that you can experience in the holiday season?
I think first we should start with just because there's a couple sort of in the same vein as the Not So Scary Halloween party, right?
Yes.
There's a few special ticketed events that you can experience, right? You can do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Magic Kingdom, and that's pretty cool. I have not done that, but I've seen videos and pictures and been there earlier in the day and sort of shuffled out as people were coming in. I think I did the exact same thing for the Halloween party. Like we were on our way out as we saw people coming in for the events. But yeah, there's that at Magic Kingdom. Have you ever done that, Steve? Were you there for that, or any of your clients taking that up?
I personally haven't done it. I know many people who have. I think having done the Halloween party this year, I have a better sense of just the logistics for Magic Kingdom or for that day. It operates very similarly. So it's a 7 p.m. to midnight party, but you can get in starting at 4 with that ticket. It's a separately ticketed event, as you said. And there's a special parade. It's the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. There's a special fireworks, Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks. There's a stage show. There was the Halloween stage show with we didn't talk too much about that at the Halloween party, but there's this Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration stage show at the castle, and then there's special character meet and greets, including the one and only Jack Skellington, who is dressed up as Sandy Claus.
Okay.
So I think it's still a big ticket, not quite as big a ticket as the Halloween, but
maybe a 1.5 hour wait instead of a 2 hour wait. For the listeners, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I believe the big man himself also makes an appearance in the parks as well, right?
He
Santa
does.
Yeah.
Yes, you can actually meet Santa Claus at all 4 parks. So in Animal Kingdom, I know he's at Restaurantosaurus. So when that closed, I don't know where he's going to be next year once that's gone. At Epcot, he's in Communicore Hall.
Yep.
This year, he really gets around. He's part of that parade at the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but you can meet him at Storybook Circus.
Nice.
As well during the day. And he has a spot in Disney Springs as well. So, and he's at Walt Disney Presents in Hollywood. So he makes the rounds, he gets on the sleigh and gets between the parks and Disney Springs for the holiday season. So
he doesn't even have to be part of the Skyliner Squad. He's got
right.
He's got the reindeer on, on double duty going to all the parks.
That's right. Yeah, he's it's basically his own Skyliner right there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy,
Yep.
Almost as good.
We could consider him part of the Skyliner Squad.
Yeah, exactly. Santa. Shout out to Santa.
Shout out
if you want to be a Skyliner Squad, you can come on the podcast anytime.
Absolutely. That would be amazing.
So, but yeah, in the Christmas party, you get free cookies and cocoa. So
can't go wrong.
I like to get in the candy just fine at the Halloween party, but that sounds a little better to me. Get a little cup of cocoa at Disney World and walk around. That sounds like a load of fun. So
yeah, and I also like that they do the overlays, the ride overlays, right? So they've got something for Space Mountain. They have also the Jingle Cruise as well, Steve. And then I think they do something for the Mad Tea Party. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but there is a few other kind of holiday-themed overlays that they do at Magic Kingdom as well.
Yes, the Space Mountain and the Mad Tea Party is available just at the Halloween party. I mean, sorry, the Christmas party.
The Christmas party, yep, that's right.
And there's actually, but that Jingle Cruise is the whole holiday season. It's an overlay, and there's more holiday-themed jokes. So maybe get some new jokes in there. That would be nice. The other overlay, and I believe this is just at the parties, is Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor actually does like more holiday themed jokes and things like that, which
Oh,
sounds
nice.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, a few little overlays there as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then so that's at Magic Kingdom, right? There's also a Jollywood Nights,
Yes.
Disney Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios. I have not been to this, and I think this is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, this is relatively new.
Yeah, it's only a few years old. It just started in 2023. I think it's an alternative that, as people are curious about it, it is more for the older crowd. I think
Hmm.
it's later. So the other one you can get in the park starting at 4 and the party starts at 7. For Jollywood Nights, you can get there at 5:30 and it starts at 7:30 and it goes till 12:30. So just a little bit later there, but
Yep.
the theme is like the glitz and glam of Hollywood kind of thing. So it's for sure family friendly. There's nothing that's like adult, it's not like whatever that would be. It's definitely appropriate for kids and family friendly in that way. It's just maybe a tiny bit more geared towards adults and older,
Yeah.
people.
Hollywood Studios in general is kind
Yes.
of along those lines, right? Yeah, so I was looking at this Tinseltown decor, right? So
Yes.
they have the DJ dance party at the Chinese theater. It looks really cool. I like that they have some of the ride overlays. They've got some specific things in Toy Story Land. They've got things projected on Tower of Terror. Sunset Seasons Greetings projections on Tower of Terror. I
Oh, there
haven't
you
seen it, but
go. I don't even
I'm
know
looking
about
forward
that.
to seeing some of the videos there.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. I know they do a special nighttime spectacular. It's like on the Chinese theater, so there is normally a small nighttime show there. But there's this Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, and it's like fireworks, lasers, and
Very
then
cool.
there's some characters. I know Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas is part of that as well. This guy keeps coming up. He's like, I like Nightmare Before Christmas, but speaking of Nightmare Before Christmas, but the Frozen sing along theater
Yep.
is turned into a Nightmare Before Christmas sing along, and,
Oh, I
and
didn't know that. That's funny.
there's a big Oogie Boogie and Jack Skellington
Nice.
that are part of that. So that's another cool one. So the parties are really for the Nightmare Before Christmas fans. I'm finding, either one. So any of the parties you want to go to.
That's the crowd.
Exactly. But a lot of parties. You mentioned the DJ party. There's also a Pixar one over in that area, and there's the area where you can meet Pixar characters
Hmm.
normally. And I think for both things, if you are going during the holiday season, these are limited tickets, right? Special ticket event tickets are limited. If you do want to get on a lot of rides, this is actually a great way to do it, either one of these. And I think at Hollywood, where, as we talk about all the time, 7 of the 9 rides have long waits, normally, this is
Right.
a great way, if you're going to the holiday season, it's super crowded on some days, to knock out a lot of rides that you want to do if you're not as into the party stuff. So, yeah.
Yep. And then there's other non-ticketed holiday events, right? So
Totally.
go to the one of these. I think one of the things that, as we know, Steve, I'm a big food guy. And I love Epcot, so two and two go together here. Epcot has the International Festival of the Holidays, right? So
Yes.
it says they feature at least 15 holiday kitchens with global treats. So around the park, there are pop-ups with different holiday-themed food items, and they're everywhere, right? There's some in Community Car Hall. There's stuff between World Showcase and the Imagination Pavilion, where they've got like roasted chestnuts,
Ooh.
eggnog. There's a bunch of kind of holiday-themed desserts and cookies, sweets and treats in that area as well. And then just around the showcase, there's added stuff at your favorite international pavilions, right? So Canada's got a special treat. France, there's something in Italy, in Morocco. There's special sushi in Japan that's kind of in the shape of a Christmas tree. So
Oh,
they theme it really
that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, so I was looking through the menu and some of the stuff looks like really interesting. It's items that you wouldn't really get other times of the year, right? They have special things for the holidays in each of the places. And I don't know if you've ever been there during the Food and Wine Festival, kind of in that vein where they've got extra
Right.
kiosk for all the different countries that aren't in the showcase and have special food items. So it would be cool to see some of the holiday themed stuff as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's so, and that Festival of Holidays, it just starts on November 28th, the day after
That's right.
Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And it goes to December 30th. So it's definitely, it's a short festival. It's just for the really like concentrated holiday season. But you're talking about all the booths. I don't know if you have heard about this one. This is a small thing, but it's like if I was there, I'd be all over this. You can do a holiday cookie stroll. Okay.
Yep.
So at all the booths, those special booths that you were talking about, and some just, regular places around the World Showcase, there are all these special holiday cookies from around the world.
Oh,
Okay, that you can go
yes.
and you can get a festival passport. And if you try 5 of these special cookies, you receive a prize, which is I'm reading it here from the web. Wasn't sure what the prize was. Like, what do you get? You get a special treat featuring M&M's mini milk chocolate candies holiday blend. Okay. Now,
Ooh.
you could have said you get, a pencil. And I'm like, okay, I'll do the cookie thing. Do
Yeah.
I get 2 pencils if I do
Yeah.
10? So
You had me at cookies, Steve.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like you have to eat 5 cookies to like, yes, I can accomplish this. I mean, and some of the like the holiday like from Germany, it's like I love those. What are they called? Like Linzer cookies? Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And
Yep.
with the filled cookies, oh, like I'd have 5 of those right there. There's the black and white cookie from L'Chaim Holiday
Mm.
Kitchen.
Yep.
I get so a bunch of ones that I'm all about that. But yeah, there's so much in Epcot for the holidays during this festival of holidays. Something that people hear about and talk about a lot that is such a powerful experience is the Candlelight Processional. Are you
Oh
aware
yes.
of this? Yeah.
I saw some photos. I haven't seen it in person, but yeah, it looks really cool.
So every night of the festival, which again is November 28th to December 30th, at the America Pavilion, that America Gardens Theater where you saw Hanson tear the roof off.
Crushed it. Yeah.
So every night there is a celebrity narrator who reads basically the story of Christmas, like the biblical story of Christmas, with a full orchestra, with a choir
Wow.
behind them. And it is a just incredible, experience. People line up, and it's always at capacity, beyond capacity to see this show. Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid,
Wow.
he's coming
Karate
up this month.
Kid.
Henry Winkler, okay, the
Oh.
Fonz, a bunch of people. Brendan Fraser, Cheryl Lee Ralph, people who definitely you've heard of, and Luis
Amazing.
Fonsi, great musician. So, anyway, so they lead this. So it's a hugely popular and cool event at Epcot.
Very cool.
Related, or just sort of in addition to that, at Epcot in the World Showcase, there are the storytellers.
Yep.
So, at each of the countries and at different places around the World Showcase, there are people who share stories of the holidays of Christmas from different places around the world. So, I want to shout out a couple here because Christmas isn't a big holiday in every one of those countries, right? So, like the Japan Pavilion, there's somebody sharing the fascinating story of the Daruma doll and the Japanese customs of the New Year. Obviously, happens around the time of Christmas and the holiday season. China also has a couple of things around the Lunar New Year, but Christmas stories from France, the UK, Canada, and I also wanted to shout out between Morocco and France, there is a Hanukkah storyteller. There's not a ton of Hanukkah stuff, I think, it's part of the holidays, but this is one where there's a storyteller recounts traveling abroad to explore diverse music and traditions of Hanukkah around the world. That would be a
Yep.
cool one. And
Yeah.
again, these are just people at all the pavilions around the world showcase. So again,
That's very cool.
I mean, Disney does those kind of magical those things. It's so magical to have those experiences, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
and I don't know, and so on the same vein as like the different traditions around World Showcase, so kind of similar to something they do throughout the year is you can do sort of scavenger hunt things through the World Showcase for the kids. Blanking on what it is.
Kids Cot.
The Kids Cot. Yep, the Kids
Yep.
Cot. You can go in and you can get a booklet and you can fill out your passport. Well, during the holiday season, they have Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition Scavenger Hunt. So if you've seen Frozen, you know Olaf is kind of going around and looking for the different holiday traditions. And it's good for the kids, like things like that, right? You get a sticker book and you can kind of go around to the different traditions and find at each pavilion in the World Showcase. So I think that goes right along with those storytellers.
That is awesome. I mean, and again, you're at a crowded park. Kids might be restless, not getting, having to wait for rides or not getting on everything so quickly. This is something to keep them so engaged, and it's just those kind of things are so much fun for kids. So that's awesome, especially in the holiday season.
Right.
One other thing I want to talk about in Epcot, I think Epcot has like the most going on. The World Showcase is like primed for this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But this is actually outside the World Showcase. It's at the Communicore Plaza stage, so outside and around Communicore Hall and Plaza. There's this Joyful, a celebration of the season show, and it's a gospel show and R&B, I guess, holiday songs. It's a tribute to Christmas and Kwanzaa. That's another cool show. I've seen a lot of videos of that. It seems like a very like entertaining show.
Yep.
So that's one, again, more of like a streetmosphere kind of show that seems awesome. So yeah, Epcot's the place to be, I think.
Definitely. And one of our favorite Epcot experiences, Living with the Land, has
yes,
the Living with the Land glimmering greenhouses from November 28th to December 30th. And the pictures of this look awesome. They've got like snowmen in the Living with the Land. They've got the uplighting. They've got Christmas lights on some of the big trees and plants. And they've got a bunch of cool decorations within the Living with the Land boat ride. So yeah, love Living with the Land. If you love it as well, this is a great one to check out and see it in a different light.
Absolutely, literally, because there's a lot of lights. Yeah, literally, and it's the one time a year where you'll see that wait time for Living with the Land go to like 45, 50, 60 minutes. And you're like, what's going on here? And that's people just love that overlay. So that's a great call out. That is a really cool one. Yeah, so shout out to Epcot. Great festival of the holidays stuff going on.
Yeah, and we've been talking a lot about the Christmas and Hanukkah time of year, but also they do a really cool New Year's Eve special fireworks show, and they're open until 1 a.m. on New Year's. So they do multiple fireworks. So they do it at 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and midnight for Epcot.
Yes, and there's also special New Year's Eve fireworks and celebration at Magic Kingdom. And so there's also like in Epcot, there's DJs around the World Showcase at a few spots. It is and I remember looking at this like at New Year's Eve's in the past. It is quite a atmosphere. And I believe we talk about this being the most crowded, time at Disney World. I believe, someone can correct me, I think New Year's Eve is the #1 most crowded day at Walt Disney World.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Late night, everyone wants to see fireworks on New Year's Eve. That's best of both worlds, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I would do that. So just, if you're planning to do that and, bring in the new year at Disney World, you might be a little bit shoulder to shoulder, but it's going to be, probably a little less crowded than Times Square, I would think. So, you got to pick where you might want to be there. So
that's right. We haven't talked about Animal Kingdom much. I don't know if they do any major changes at Animal Kingdom, but I know they do decorations. They've got Pandora with some special lighting and garlands and things like that as well. But Steve, are there any other specific things at Animal Kingdom that you know of for the holiday season?
Yeah, so as far as I know, Animal Kingdom is definitely the most low-key of the four by a long shot. But one thing I do want to call out, it sounds like a small thing, but it's just one of these things that Disney does so well. It's this thing called the Merry Menagerie. And we experienced this when we went, as I mentioned, it was around Veterans Day, so it was just starting. But there are these little puppets. They're almost hard to describe. I'm sure I have videos of it from when we went. I'll try to post one. But we're coming into Discovery Island, Fran's in the stroller, and these little puppets come up, and they're handled by people, and they're like penguins. And as the people push the puppets along the ground, it almost looks like they're walking, like they kind of are bouncing along and waddling
Oh, that's
along.
funny.
And they're really almost lifelike in how they move. There's also polar bears and reindeer and foxes. There might be some other animals. I know seals maybe. And the handler, I remember, came up to Fran, and the little penguin comes up to her, and it's so lifelike. She was kind of entranced by this thing. And the handler goes, "Hey, he wants to come with you. Can he come with you for today?" She was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay, we need to go ask his mom." And there's like, so we go over to the mom. There's like a little giant, penguin puppet who's somewhere. All the little penguins are around her, and it was like such an amazing little thing. And meanwhile, there's people around, as there often are, musicians. I remember there was someone on like a steel drum playing Christmas songs on a steel drum around there.
Yeah.
So just creating that atmosphere, it's this really small thing. There's not nearly to the level of any of the other three parks in terms of, there's some decorations and there's a tree outside. But it's that little thing I remember at Animal Kingdom that was, I think, one of the most memorable things I've experienced in terms of holiday stuff at Disney World. Just one of those little magical moments that kind of made the day for us. So
yeah, and not necessarily holiday themed, but the new Zootopia show is
yes.
now playing. They're calling it a 4D show in the Tree of Life Theater. So I don't know if you ever recall, It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Yes, not my favorite.
Better Zoogether has taken over the Tree of Life Theater.
Yes, that just went in. Yeah, I think November 7th, and I've heard good things so far about it. And yeah, it's tough to be a bug. We talked about it on one episode. Not my favorite. I don't like those kind of shows where they like
Mm-hmm.
touch you and stuff. I've heard that this one is much scaled back and tamer and kind of more friendly for the preschool and younger set, which is where I need to be. So,
Right,
so
right.
I'm actually excited to try this one. I would avoid It's Tough to Be a Bug, but yeah, I'm excited to see that. That is a nice
Yes,
new thing this holiday season.
the Zootopia stuff's getting a lot of love. Obviously, they just came out with Zootopia 2. They timed this perfectly with the release of that movie. I think, obviously, intentionally, Disney doesn't do anything, unintentionally. So I think it should be. It looks funny. It looks interesting from what I've seen. So I will definitely be checking that out next time I go.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you saw like this is also not holiday, but people are curious about this and think it is for the holidays. That the Beach Boys rolled up to Epcot. Did you see this?
I saw, and they had Uncle Jesse. They had
Uncle
John
Jesse.
Stamos. I love that.
None other than John Stamos, who, I mean, talk about a guy who looks. I mean, he looks fantastic. He's got
Is
to
he
be in his
reverse
60s.
aging? Yeah, what's going on?
It's
He
incredible.
looks great.
I don't know what his skincare regimen is. I don't know, but shout out to him. He looks fantastic. He's just playing guitar, like he's living his best life.
That's right.
He's
Yeah.
doing great. So shout out to them. But they are not there for the holidays. That was actually, as I've mentioned a couple of times, the Festival of Holidays just started a couple of days on November 28th. So that was actually just before, but that was another big news. That was pretty cool to see. Good old John Stamos.
And I don't know if I saw one video. I don't know if you saw this. The line for that show was wrapped around the whole World Showcase. It was down to like Mexico, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe people are standing in this line. And one of the things with those music shows, and Steve, I've told you my story with seeing Hanson.
Yes,
there is a dinner and a show package.
Yes.
That you can get for those, and you actually get preferred seating at those concert shows. If you want to experience that yourself, you just got to do one thing. Steve, do you know what that is?
I have no idea, Mike. What is that?
You got to call your travel agent, Steve, at Just That Magic Travel, and he's going to get you hooked up with your dinner and a show package at Epcot.
Unbelievable. That is exactly right, Mike. That's very good. Checks in the mail as always. Yeah, and I meant to mention that I should have. Yeah, the Candlelight Processional dining package is a great option, and it's at like most of the restaurants around. We talked about the Fantasmic dining package. It's at like 3 or 4 restaurants where it's available. It's sometimes kind of can be hard to get. This one is at like almost every sit down restaurant around the World Showcase. My recommendation for this one is, I don't know if you've ever been to Spice Road Table in Morocco. Have we ever even talked
Yeah.
about that on this show? A great restaurant.
Yes. We were going to go. We didn't get a chance to stop in, but I've heard really good things about that. And that's one of like my favorite cuisines is like that Mediterranean, North African, Moroccan theme.
Yeah.
Just some really good flavors. So yeah, that's definitely on my. And we just did the resort dining episode. We talked about a bunch of options. Obviously, this isn't resort dining, but this is another one that would be one of the cuisines that I would enjoy quite a bit.
I agree. It is a really good restaurant, and it's a little bit cheaper than the other options. I think it's like one
Mm-hmm.
of the best values, maybe the best value for a table service meal in Epcot. And for the dining package there, for the Candlelight Processional, it's no exception. It's one that I recommend for sure. Is if you want to try that Spice Road Table, grab that Candlelight Processional dining package with that, and it won't be as expensive as some of the other places.
Yeah.
So yes, thanks for calling that out. And yes, I'm happy to do that for people. I mean, this is fantastic. And yet you can actually sometimes get it at the last minute, like at the same day. I know at the Regal Eagle Smokehouse in the America Pavilion, there's some, available just that same day. So you can sometimes get lucky there, but don't take any
To know.
chances. Just
Yeah,
work with me, and
that's right.
we'll get that rocking. So
Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously, like there's just Epcot is primed for this, as you said, right? Like there's so many different things that you can do around the World Showcase. It's like a little teaser on some of the different things that you might not hear about otherwise, right? They've got special things for the holidays, but then you're like, oh, maybe I want to try. Like you just brought up Spice Road Table. We just talked about a couple different things throughout Epcot where it kind of brings up memories and stirs up things. One of my favorites, and I don't know if you see this, Steve. I think I showed you this.
oh,
Got the.
incredible.
I think this is a one of one T-shirt for the listeners. This is a Yorkshire County fish shop. Shout out to my friend Fish and Chips fan on Instagram. He gave me the tip on this one.
That's good. Unbelievable. The Yorkshire County it's the Yorkshire County Fish Shop sign just emblazoned on this incredible t-shirt.
Full size,
Yeah.
full color graphic. It's the entire front of the shirt. So this might be my new favorite t-shirt, Steve.
It's my favorite t-shirt. I mean, that's incredible. It's incredible.
This is one of those ones where you could wear it out and 99% of the people will just be like,
Yeah.
what? Oh, I wonder what that is. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
That's right. If somebody sees you with that and knows what that is and is like best fish and chip, like,
oh, we're gonna be
best
best
friend for life.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
another great big beautiful dad right there. That you just
that
met.
is, yeah.
Whoever it is.
Well, Adam, the only thing is we got to get them into the Beverly Boys.
That's right.
They gotta make sure they're on with the Beverly, and then we're good.
I don't know. Have I told you this that you cannot purchase Beverly? It is no long. It's only available at Club Cool and a couple of like there's one in Vegas where it's a similar kind of thing. So, and that's because I was like, I'm just gonna go buy some Beverly and just drink it at home, and you can't buy it. So if anyone has a black market Beverly hookup out there, Steve at Just That Magic Shop.
Give me
the hook. I'll pay top dollar.
Yeah, it's out there. It's got to be out there. We'll figure it out.
It's got to be.
Black market Beverly.
Yeah. So you already got your wish for Christmas.
That's right. Christmas came early. Yep.
I'm asking Santa for a barrel of Beverly for my Christmas. So anything else on your Disney Christmas wish list for Santa?
Yeah, I mean, not parks related, but like one of the funny things is now I notice just in general, like shopping for different decor. Like I noticed it in Halloween, and now I really notice it since we've been doing the podcast, the Magic Kings. Steve, you see it way more. The Disney decor, right? Like at just random stores for all the different holiday seasons. Like I think I was at some arts and crafts store, and they had all this different Mickey themed Christmas stuff, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I should get. Like I was thinking about it a lot more. There's so much stuff out there that's cool, sort of holiday themed Mickey things. So yeah, keep an eye out. Pop into your Christmas decoration, preferred Christmas decoration vendor, see what they got for some Mickey themed stuff. Yeah.
It's all around, and we don't do it like a ton of Christmas lights and stuff, but we have a couple of yard decorations of one
Mm-hmm.
is like a Mickey and Minnie thing, and that we have like little lights you stake in the ground that are like little Mickey heads on them.
Oh yeah,
So, we definitely represent Disney at the holidays here at my house.
nice.
So,
Yep.
but you see it all over. Yeah, I mean, it's even just at people's houses, right? It's like the blow up Mickeys and stuff like that in Santa hats. It's just so ubiquitous. And yeah, like, I notice it now certainly more than I used to, and I'm like, I'm the one who likes Mickey around here. But it's like, no, everyone likes Disney. Everyone likes Mickey. So
We're just crazy
um,
enough to have an entire podcast related to Disney World.
exactly. Do you guys even have a podcast?
Yeah.
You can't put Mickey on your lawn. you know. So yeah, no, I'm just hoping, for the holiday season here for just a little Disney vacations for the coming year, and
Yeah.
just some holiday cheer inspired by
Yeah.
Disney. I already watched the Disney Christmas Carol cartoon with
Oh
Scrooge
yeah.
McDuck and
Yeah.
everything. So
It's a great
that
one.
was pretty good, and we'll get some more. I got it. Muppets is up next. The Muppet Christmas Carol, probably the best version there is.
It's
Shout out to
great.
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
So
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies is the Muppet Christmas Carol. Yeah. And then just in general for the listeners out there, happy holidays. There is a incredible way to celebrate the holidays. A great Christmas gift for your family is to plan your next Disney trip.
mm,
And the way to do that, again, Steve, dial up Steve here at Just That Magic Travel. Get your family
that's
a
right.
Disney vacation for Christmas. They'll be talking about that Christmas forever. You open up the gift cards for the shopping under the tree. You get the planning done. Maybe get some magic bands, and Steve will hook you up and get everything ready for your next trip.
That's right. My they were on the podcast a while ago. My friends Benji and Sophia, their trip, which was in April, but it was a holiday gift,
That's
that
right.
they gave to their
That's
kids was
great.
that trip. And I mean, what more could you? I mean, listen, all the great big beautiful dads out there,
Yep.
all the Beverly Boys, all the Skyliner Squad. If you're a parent of a little kid, right? They don't need more junk, right? Your house is full of their junk that they don't play with, right? Then, if you're anything like me, grandma and grandpa and auntie and uncle and everybody are going to pump the house full of junk this Christmas as they do every year.
That's
Save
right. Save the space.
Tell Santa that we want a Disney trip, and just they need something to open on Christmas morning, give them a little, Mickey doll with the Santa hat on it, but
That's
say
right.
we're going to Disney. I mean, you can't beat that. They'll be so excited. So,
Steven, I
that's
don't
my
know
advice.
if this is why you've widely publicized this, but I mean for the kids out there, one of the great things about Steve's travel agency is that he works directly with the North Pole this time of year. So
That's right.
if
That's
you
right.
get your Christmas list, your Santa list, forget all this,
Right.
toys, plastic. You don't need plastic. You want Santa's elves to be working with Steve, planning your Christmas vacation. So when you write your letter to the North Pole, just add a little bit of, I want Steve to plan my Disney trip right in there, and they'll know
Right.
that the elves are working with Steve behind the scenes, guys. So you don't even need to worry about it.
Thank you, Mike, for saying that. I was a little too shy to say it myself, so I appreciate you bringing that up. I've been told I look like a young Santa, so I don't know if you have. My wife
you
would say
might
not
be
that young, but
you might be in the line of succession, Steve. You don't know. Just
yeah,
don't
that's
pull a
right.
Tim Allen and knock him off the roof when you see him. You might be putting on those Santa
That's right.
pants sooner than you think.
That's right. No, my job is travel agent. I don't want that job. This is
Yes.
this is where I belong. No, it's a good point. Yeah, yeah. So I'll get the word up to the big man himself. And he'll listen to me. So,
That's right.
so Mike, I hope you're enjoying the holiday season so far.
Oh yeah.
Merry
Yep.
Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year,
That's right.
and to everyone
Excited.
out there, I hope you're excited for a great holiday season, and we'll be around for the holidays. I mean, we're not
We
going
will.
anywhere. So we got some good episodes coming for you to get you through the holidays, some fun stuff coming. So
Absolutely,
stay
yeah. And
tuned.
the listeners out there, if you guys are at the parks and you're experiencing any of this stuff, drop us a little tip and let us know how it turns out, because we are, we're freezing up here up north, and wishing we were down in the nice warm weather of Central Florida. So if you are lucky enough to be at the parks, drop us a little tip and let us know how everything's going. We'll give you a shout out.
Absolutely. I know one of the things that's getting me through the impending winter is the clients who are coming back and saying, we were just there, we had a ball. So
That's great.
it's like there's nothing better. It's the best. It's like the reason this job is so much fun. It's just to see that like you get to hear about people's Disney trips. It's like my favorite thing to sit and listen. So it's almost as good as being there. So yes, please tell us how it's going down there, and we wish we were there too. So
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.